Let's not try to reach China this time, eh, Betts?
Well, there's no sense digging if you don't go deep.
Richard Jaeckel was a familiar face on screen, gritty, reliable, and unforgettable. For over 5 decades, he brought life to soldiers, cowboys, and working-class heroes. But behind the camera, his story ended in heartbreaking silence. No red carpet farewell, no final tribute, just a quiet hospital room and a man who had given everything to the industry that barely looked back. His passing wasn't front-page news. For someone who starred alongside legends like John Wayne and Paul Newman, it's hard to believe how little attention his death received. The man who worked tirelessly in over 150 film and TV roles died nearly penniless, as if the spotlight had dimmed long before he was gone. His story is one of talent, sacrifice, and the cruel indifference of fame. Did you grow up watching Richard Jaeckel's performances? How did you feel when you learned what happened to him? Share your thoughts in the comments. We want to hear your memories and reflections. Richard Jaeckel's journey into Hollywood wasn't planned. It was a twist of fate. Born in Long Beach, New York, in 1926, his life took a different direction when his family moved to Los Angeles during World War II. While others his age were heading off to war, Jaeckel found himself surrounded by the bustling world of film. At just 17, he became a mailboy at 20th Century Fox, earning $18 a week, unknowingly delivering himself to destiny. One day, while making a delivery, Richard walked into a casting office just as a director was searching for young men to play Marines. His authentic look and quiet intensity caught their attention. Within days, he landed his first role in the war film Guadalcanal Diary. That 15-minute screen test changed his life. In 6 weeks, he earned more than he would have in 10 months, and his acting career had officially begun. It was a dream start for someone with no formal training or connections. But even then, Richard stayed grounded. He wasn't dazzled by fame or fortune. He was just a young man who happened to be in the right place at the right time, with the right kind of humility, a trait that would follow him through both triumph and tragedy. Just a year after his breakout role, when most actors would be chasing stardom, Richard Jaeckel made a decision that defined his character. He enlisted in the military during World War II, putting his acting career on hold to serve his country. It was a rare move, especially in Hollywood. For Richard, it wasn't about fame, it was about duty. His years in service earned him more than respect. They gave his future roles a quiet, lived-in realism no acting class could teach. When he returned to Hollywood, he brought something different. Authenticity. Audiences could sense it. He wasn't pretending to be a soldier, he was one. He landed roles in films like Sands of Iwo Jima and Battleground, portraying war heroes with stoic grace. But his greatest strength became his biggest trap. Studios typecast him as the rugged, loyal fighter. He was reliable, and in Hollywood, reliability often means limitation. Despite the range he showed, Richard was rarely given a chance to lead. He played the sidekick, the tough guy, the dependable one, not the star. Even when he broke the mold in roles like Come Back, Little Sheba, the industry stubbornly held him back. Over time, he became Hollywood's go-to workhorse, praised for his talent, but never celebrated as a star. For decades, Richard Jaeckel showed up, on time, in character, and always ready. He wasn't the flashy lead, but he was the backbone of every project he joined. Whether he was a hardened Marine or a conflicted logger, he gave each role a quiet depth. In 1971, that dedication was finally recognized when his performance in Sometimes a Great Notion earned him an Oscar nomination. It was a rare moment of validation, yet even that honor didn't elevate his career to where it deserved to be. He had shared scenes with Hollywood legends, John Wayne, Paul Newman, Gregory Peck, holding his own with each of them. Yet casting agents still passed him over for leading roles. He was the man who made others look good, the supporting actor who carried emotional weight but never got top billing. It was a painful irony. The industry valued him, but never gave him the full spotlight. Despite the lack of accolades, Richard never voiced resentment. He kept working, often taking roles in short-lived television series, appearing in dramas, westerns, even sci-fi. His performances were consistently praised, even when the shows themselves faded quickly. He wasn't just a character actor. He was a craftsman, one of the last of a breed who believed in doing the work, no matter the recognition. In his later years, Richard Jaeckel's life took a heartbreaking turn. Despite decades of steady work, he filed for bankruptcy in 1994, revealing over $1.7 million in debt. The man who once earned $200,000 for a single film now lost his Brentwood home, his possessions, and his privacy. Awards, memorabilia, and even the comfort of his own furniture were sold off. Hollywood, which had once applauded his grit and talent, stood silently as he faced financial ruin alone. At the same time, Richard received devastating news. He had melanoma, an aggressive skin cancer likely caused by a lifetime of sun exposure from surfing, a passion of his youth. As he began treatment, he was also facing an unbearable emotional trial. His wife of nearly 50 years, Antoinette, was diagnosed with Alzheimer's. The woman who had stood by him through every triumph and setback could no longer remember their life together. It was a cruel twist. As his body weakened, her mind slipped away. Richard moved into the motion picture and television fund retirement home, designed for those in the industry who had fallen on hard times. Though Gregory Peck personally helped get him a place there, it was still a painful reminder of all he'd lost. He passed away quietly in 1997 at the age of 70, in a shared hospital room. The world barely noticed. There were no headlines, no grand tributes, just the end of a long, loyal journey, marked more by silence than celebration. Richard Jaeckel's life was a testament to quiet strength and unwavering dedication. He never demanded the spotlight, yet he gave every role his full heart. While fame faded and fortune disappeared, his integrity never wavered. Even in his final days, battling cancer and watching his wife drift into memory loss, he showed the same stoic resilience that defined his performances. Though Hollywood gave him little at the end, his fans never forgot. Early internet forums filled with memories, clips, and heartfelt words from those who had grown up watching him. He may have passed away in silence, but his work continues to speak volumes. Richard's story isn't just a tragedy, it's a reminder of the human cost behind the camera and the dignity of a man who gave everything without asking for anything in return. What's your favorite memory of Richard Jaeckel? Share it with us in the comments below. If his story touched you, please like and share this video to honor a life that deserves to be remembered.